tutorial, we're going to look at how we can import a map into Google Sketchup. We can change the direction of these red, blue and green axis lines, and we can start to draw to scale, although we've got to do that will spread over a few tutorials. So let's go into SketchUp. Okay, first thing I'm going to go over to the menu over here, and we're going to add a location. I'm going to type in, it's already set because I've just searched, but just type in the postcode of where you want to go here. So for school, SW6 6SN, but you should have some fun, type your own postcode in. Okay, over here I'm going to select the region. So select region. Now I can do some cropping here if I want. You don't necessarily want a massive area that you're going to import. I'm just going to choose that. I'm going to import this. There we go, it's appeared. Okay, so this instantly gives us a sort of sense of scale because we now know how long a road is, and we've got a rough idea in our heads of what a house would look like along one of those. So I'm just going to orbit around. But it presents us with a bit of a problem. So you can see over here, if you haven't used it yet, by the way, you've also got this hand or pan tool that you can just kind of move around like this, better than orbit sometimes. So I've got the area of school over here, so let's just say I'm going to draw a large building. Now, if I can sort of copy these by, if I draw a line along here, it will sort of lock to this pink sort of line, what we call a perpendicular line. But that's going to get pretty tedious, and it doesn't sort of do the nice jump to the end bit. So I could do it like that, but everything I'm drawing I've got to do with those lines, and who's to say I'm actually get it at 90 degrees. So what we're going to do here, I'm going to come to, so I'm going to click here, let's move this out of the way a bit. My view's gone, so just click on the clipboard here, and I'm going to look at it in a plan view or aerial view here. Okay, just zoom out a bit, let's pan that around. Get rid of that, move that back over there. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is use underneath the third setup is use this tool here, it's axes tool. So I'm going to click a point. If I want to draw something, let's say I want to draw a house that faces Wyfold Road here. So if I click anywhere on the road, and now I'm going to drag one axis along this, and then the other one you can see just clicks straight up to here. Brilliant, now that's done. Now when I draw on here, so I just rotate this back. Now when you draw, you can see I'm drawing perpendicular to the road. And I can keep changing this and changing this, so ultimately I could build up the whole town and make it nice and easy to draw this. Okay, but still I'm not going to scale. Now if you notice, as I move this up and down, look in the bottom right hand corner just down here, and it's telling me a distance. Now, I can directly enter. So let's say I want this to be a 9-meter high house. All I do is press 9, and 9's appeared in there, and enter, and it's gone to 9 meters in height. I can't really adjust it once I've done it, but as long as I don't click on anything else, so if I now enter 15 and press enter, oh, somehow I got into minus 15 there. Let's start that again. So, if I'm drawing a rectangle, now as long as I start this moving in the right direction, I've not typed anything at the moment, I want this to be 3 meters wide, so I do not click in the box down here to type into it. Common mistake we make. So the cursors are heading this way, not off this way. If I point them this way, it will draw the square or rectangle that way. So I want it pointing this way. So I'm going to go 3. I don't have to put the units in actually. So 3 by, actually no, let's go 5 by 10 meters. Press enter, and there we go. I now know I've got that 5 by 10 meters. I'll start extruding this up, and I want this to be 8 meters high. So again, I don't click in the box, I just press 8 and press enter, and there we go. 5 meters wide, 8 meters high, and 10 meters deep. So what we've looked at here is importing a map, moving our axes around, and to do that, remember, third setup, and we use this toolbar here, the axes, and then inputting actual real size of this thing. So we can do that down here. Remember, we do not click into the length box, and the key here, once I start drawing something, so you see if I was to leave it pointing that way, and let's just do 20 by 20, it draws it that way. So I need to start the cursor moving this way, but I have not clicked again at this point. So you don't finish this with a click, you finish it 20, 20 for a 20 by 20 meter square, and just press enter on the keyboard when you're happy with that. Okay, thank you very much. Next lesson we'll look a lot more at how we draw in scale.